We are living in the most complicated moment in human history. Every day we manage a digital deluge like notification, deadlines, global events, and the relentless pressure to be productive, to be successful, to be more. The result is not achievement, it is exhaustion. We search for peace by adding more complexity, more books, more strategies, more apps. But what if the profound secret to clarity and happiness was not about adding anything, but about removing everything unnecessary? What if the answer was shockingly simple? Today, we look back to the simple, transformative wisdom of Neem Karoli Baba, affectionately known as Maharaj-ji. He was saint who owned nothing but a blanket, yet he was sought by millions because he understood the human heart better than anyone. His teachings are not dense philosophy, they are clear, practical keys to dismantling the stress of modern life. They show us how to stop fighting the world and simply live well. Let us explore these 6 keys to unburden life. 6 simple quotes that offer a direct path back to clarity. The first teaching from Maharaj-ji immediately reduces our daily friction. We spend an enormous amount of energy in arguing, comparing, and judging, all because we believe our path is the only valid one. We see difference and difference create conflict. But he cut through that noise with this perspective. All religions are one, the goal is the same, the methods are different. This goes far beyond just religion. Apply this to your daily life. The arguments at the dinner table, the fights in the comment section, the stress over which parenting style is correct, all of these conflicts happen because we are obsessed with the methods. Think about the goal. Every human being wants peace, acceptance, and sense of belonging. The method might be career success for one person, raising children for another, or artistic expression for a third. The moment we acknowledge that the person frustrating us is simply using a different method to reach the same universal goal of happiness, our entire reaction changes. The anger dissolves into understanding. This principle frees up mental energy. You stop judging the difference and start recognizing the fundamental similarity. You become less preoccupied with correcting others and more focused on the clarity of your own path. This is the first step towards an unburdened mind. We measure our worth today in material terms like net worth, follower count, square footage. This external ledger of achievement is constantly stressful, constantly changing, and inherently fragile. Maharaj-ji offered a currency that is stable, infinite, and accessible to everyone, everywhere. He simply stated, love everyone, feed everyone, remember God. Let's look at this not as a religious command, but as a practical instruction for living. Love everyone. This is the foundation of mental peace. When you choose to love, to acknowledge the inherent worth in every person, even the difficult ones, you essentially discard the burden of hatred, envy, and resentment. These negative emotions are heavy weight you carry. Choosing love is a self-care strategy. It's the immediate removal of self-inflicted pain. Feed everyone. This is the call to action. It means meeting the need of the moment. If someone is hungry, give them food. If someone is confused, give them clarity. If someone is lonely, give them your undivided presence. It is the practice of compassion. This teaching is antidote to modern isolation. If we shift our focus from what can I accumulate to what can I contribute, the feeling of emptiness disappears. The greatest, most reliable source of joy is simple, uncomplicated giving. This is the only currency that constantly pays dividends in peace of mind. Many of us spend our lives searching for a spiritual high or a moment of profound revelation. We look up, we look far away, and we look inward through rigorous practice. All of this can be complex and sometimes frustrating. Maharaj-ji provided a simple shortcut, a direct route to deep fulfillment. The best way to see God is to help others. This is not philosophical, it is psychological fact. When you are genuinely engaged in an act of service, when your ego is temporarily silenced, because you are focused entirely on the well-being of others, you access a state of pure, present consciousness. Your own petty worries vanish. Your mental noise stills. This is the most effective way to combat the constant cycle of self-absorption and anxiety. When you are worried about your own problems, that worry is magnified. When you engage in service, your awareness shifts to the immediate needs of the world. That shift is perspective is the feeling of deep quiet joy, a connection to something larger than yourself. You find peace not by looking for it, but by giving it to someone else. This simple act is the most powerful tool for mental alignment. Perhaps the greatest source of chronic stress in modern life is our own obsession with result. We tie our happiness to the outcome of our efforts, the raise, the deal, the approval, the perfect future. When the result deviates from our plan, we suffer. Maharaj-ji's wisdom addresses this directly, teaching us how to navigate the unexpected. See God in all, serve all. This is the ultimate anxiety reducer because it fundamentally changes how you view the world. Serve all means you focus entirely on your honest effort, your duty, yani karma, right here, right now. You focus on the quality of your work, the integrity of your effort, and the kindness of your intention. This is the only thing truly within your control. See God in all means you accept that everything that comes back to you, the success, the failure, the surprise, the disappointment, is not a random event but a part of a larger lesson or process. This principle allows you to let go of the pressure of predicting the future. You are freed from suffering of expectation. You simply do your best work, you serve the moment with integrity, and you accept what comes next as the next part of your assignment. This radical acceptance cuts the root of worry. Our ego, the constant internal voice concerned with me, my status, and my validation, is the heaviest thing we carry. It is the engine of comparison and the source of perceived slights. Maharaj-ji provides a clear antidote to this self-inflicted imprisonment. If you desire to see God, you must not use a looking glass. This looking glass is a perfect metaphor for the ego. We spend our lives looking into it, worrying about our image, wondering if we look successful enough, smart enough, or happy enough. This constant self-analysis is exhausting and distracting. The times in your lives when you feel most alive, most joyful, and most free are the times you are not looking in the mirror. You are lost in flow, in creation, in laughter, or in deep connection. In those moments, the self is forgotten. Maharaj-ji instructs us to deliberately shift focus from the self to the action. Stop worrying about who you are. Start focusing on what you do. Stop searching for recognition, and the peace you are looking for will simply show up. True freedom is the moment you forget you have an ego. This final teaching synthesizes all the others and gives us permission to stop most draining fight of all, the fight against ourselves. We live in a perpetual comparison, trying to force ourselves into molds that don't fit our unique nature. Maharaj-ji offered this final, freeing truth. Submitting to one's own nature is the highest form of yoga. This is the ultimate simplicity secret. It's the permission slip to be yourself without apology or modification. Submission to your nature is not laziness. It is the most profound act of self-honesty. If you are naturally slow or deliberate, stop forcing yourself to be fast and chaotic. Honor your pace. If you are sensitive and empathetic, stop trying to harden yourself into being purely rational. Honor your heart. If you require rest and quiet time, stop demanding that you constantly perform in the noise. Honor your limits. When you stop trying to be the person you think you should be and simply accept the person you are, the internal resistance stops. That released energy in the foundation of truly unburdened life. When you are aligned with your own nature, your action becomes effortless, focused, and powerful. This is the highest form of spiritual practice. We begin by acknowledging the overwhelming complexity of modern life. We end by understanding that the power of managing it was never outside of us. It was always in the ability to simplify. The wisdom of Maharaj-ji is a constant, gentle callback to the basics: love, service, and acceptance. These 6 principles are not meant to be intellectual exercise. They are daily practices. Unburdened life is not waiting for a massive external change. It is achieved through small, constant act of internal simplification. Start today, reduce the noise, let go of heavy burdens you were never meant to carry, and experience the quiet, powerful freedom of truly unburdened life. Thank you for being here. Go find your simplicity.